Some of the concerns that people have about seeing a therapist are things like they might get upset and become overwhelmed by their emotion. It can happen to a point, but most of the time, because you're actually with a trained therapist who's qualified, it's in a way it's kind of a controlled outlet. It's like a venting off of emotion rather than, you know, just something that blasts through and overwhelms. Other concerns people have about seeing a therapist is that, you know, people might know and make judgments on them, like friends or someone like that. But, you know, therapy is very much a confidential thing. I mean, the idea is that when you're working with a therapist, you're talking about things that you won't even talk to your family about, and confidentiality is an absolute imperative. It's a must, and without it there can really be no proper therapy. So that's something that people tend to be concerned about, but they don't really need to be. I think some of the other concerns people have are about the cost, of course, and people do concern themselves about that. But in my practice at North Shore Therapy, I don't have to see people on a sort of twice weekly or weekly basis. I see people sometimes once every 3 or 4 weeks. But the idea is to kind of get a consistency happening until you start looking at the underlying issues and then resolve them. So if you are interested in looking at some unresolved issues that you may have in a gentle and respectful way, then contact me on northshortherapy.com.au.